sea fans, I've been getting asked a lot about my tattoos, so I thought I would do a video about them. First of all, yes, you can be a professional mermaid with tattoos. Screw anybody who tells you otherwise. There are also lots of options in order to cover them up. If you feel you need to cover them up, there are tons of foundations out there that work. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Before we get started though, please like and subscribe. Click that little bell so that you can get notified about my videos. Please check me out on patreon.com/RainaMermaid. For as little as $2 a month, you can get exclusive content, early content, behind the scenes. I am also having a giveaway right now. If you sign up before March 1st, you're going to be entered in to win this fabulous prize pack, so please definitely check it out. If you're not in a place where you can pay money right now, you can still click to follow on Patreon to get some updates and see if there's anything worthwhile for you down the road when things change. So today we're going to talk about my awesome tattoos. I have some really cool ones. They're all mermaidy themed and people ask me about them, so I thought I would just make a video. The first tattoo I got are the words, which I don't even know if I can turn my hand enough, Be Water. I had those done by an apprentice tattoo artist, so they didn't turn out quite as great as I'd hoped they would, but they were my first tattoo years and years ago. Be Water is this amazing quote by Bruce Lee, and I like my watery image behind me. It's this amazing quote by Bruce Lee, and it's this beautiful quote about how water can be hard and soft at the same time, and that it can wear away at even the hardest stones, that it takes on the shape of whatever it's poured into, it adapts. And it's just about being free-flowing, and that the best way to fight hardness is with softness. And it's definitely linked to Tai Chi as well, which is and other martial arts. And I've started doing Tai Chi, and it's been a really positive experience for me. And Be Water has really just been a theme in my life for helping me overcome adversity and chronic illness and different things. Definitely Google it. There are some beautiful quotes out there, and I just love it. Next, we have my mermaid with the water all around her that was done by my girl Lacey from Darling Tattoos. It's Madison from Splash. It's actually based off a design from another tattoo artist that I got permission for, and then Lacey customized it to be different so that it wasn't like a copy of this guy's stuff. Eventually on this side I want to have a manatee, and that water and also plants will keep going, and we'll have a half sleeve there. Yeah, it's Daryl Hannah. And I posted on Twitter and I tagged Daryl Hannah on it, and she hearted it, and that was just like such a great thing. So I wanted my Be Water on this side, and then this is Madison, who inspired me to become a professional mermaid. On this arm, we have Ohana, which I'm sure you're all familiar with from Lilo and Stitch, and mine is a little different. It's got a mermaid fin on it. So my Ohana means family. I come from a blended family, and I am the oldest sibling of 3 girls, and 2 of them I'm related to through my father, and 1 of them I'm related to through my mother. My youngest sibling, Emma, who you know as Mermaid Emma, is 12 years younger than I am, and we have very much had a relationship similar to the girls from Lilo and Stitch. Growing up, Emma's favorite movie was Lilo and Stitch, and still as an adult, if I go to Disney or something, I buy her something that's Stitch and I bring it back. She was definitely Lilo growing up. Emma and I are extremely close, and our age gap created a very unique relationship for us. We didn't have the normal sibling relationship where you fight and stuff like that. She's incredibly empathetic, and I love her so much. She was a mermaid for me for a while. She's on maternity leave right now. I'm not sure if she'll come back or not. It really will just depend on how she continues to balance her newfound family life. I'm really proud of her because she's been furthering her education, and she's working, and she has a beautiful son, Hudson, my little nephew that I love. You might have seen the pictures and video I post on social media with his little merman tail that Candy from Mer Taylor gave me. I just love it. It's so cute. So Emma and I got these matching tattoos. Mine is orange to represent my tail. Hers was blue to represent hers, and it's just Ohana. It's our family. It is a reminder to me about my sister and that I belong. I feel like a bit of a black sheep in my family at times, but Emma and I have a lot in common, so it just kind of is that reminder I need sometimes that I do have family members who are awesome. And then I got Sean's name on our 10th anniversary. We've been together for 10 years, and I kind of like that it's Ohana Sean because he is my chosen family. Sean and I have been through so much as a couple, so much. It's so crazy. We started dating 11 years ago. I got sick right after we started dating, and it's really hard to date somebody with chronic illness, and we didn't even know it was chronic back then. We didn't know what was wrong with me back then. We went through so many ups and downs. We went through family member deaths. We went through times where we were both unemployed and poor. We lived in really horrible places. We had to deal with a lot of trauma together, and when we hit 10 years, people say it's kind of cliched to get, you know, your boyfriend or your lover or your husband's name tattoo on you. But by 10 years, I was like, man, we have survived so much. You are my soulmate. I know you are my soulmate. And we weren't married at the time, and I just wanted something that was just like, this is my commitment to us and to you. And I really like it because it's funny, because when I get really mad at him and pissed off, I look at it and I'm just like, okay, you love this man, you got his name tattooed on you, so you need to figure this out. So it's nice. In our documentary, you actually see me get the tattoo, which Sean didn't know I was getting. You see his reaction, and he talks about us a little bit as a couple. It's really great. I would not be who I am without Sean. Sean really empowered me, not only as a mermaid, because we own our company together, but as a person. Sean just really encouraged me to be a better person and to get the help I needed for different mental health issues that I had because of trauma, and he motivated me to just do better. And we are pretty opposite, and we balance each other out. He slows me down, I speed him up. He calms me down, I hype him up. It's good, it's good. So I really, really love having his name tattooed on me, as much as people might think it's corny. And then my most recent tattoo that I got is Annette Kellerman, and this was also done by Lacey, just like my words, and I love her, and she's diving. And I found pictures of Annette and sent them to Lacey. I also found a similar tattoo, so it's not a copy, but it's inspired by another tattoo, and I asked Lacey if she could do it in her version. The cool thing is, like, I could do a whole video on Annette Kellerman, and honestly, I probably will, and I'm keeping this in the video so I remind myself to do it later. But basically, we've got my two mermaid idols. I don't know how to turn it so you can see them. Woo, there we go. So we've got Madison, and then we've got Annette, and I feel like I'm doing Wonder Woman when I go like that, or Wakanda. It makes me feel like a superhero. So long story short about Annette, she lived 100 years ago. She was the first professional mermaid on record. She has similar illnesses and health issues to me, or she had, because she's no longer living, and she overcame them. She did all these amazing things. She invented the modern day bathing suit. She was arrested for wearing it. She starred in the first film that cost $1 million to make. She published the first fitness book. She did so much stuff, and whenever I feel bad and feel like I can't overcome my circumstances, or like life is throwing me too much crap, I love to think of Annette and think, man, no, Annette did this 100 years ago. I can do it now. I just need to buckle down and get through it. So I love, love, love having her. She's still healing, so she's kind of a bit peely and scaly and stuff, and had to get some of the line work touched up. I can still feel it because it's still raised. But I just love her, and of course my signature colors as well. And isn't that just cool how she looks? Like, woo! Swimming Annette. I love her, love her. So those are my tattoos that I have right now. Ooh. Like I said, I want to get a manatee. And I also, I think I'm going to get the manatee, and then I'm also, even though it's not an underwater plant, I'm going to get some heather, which was my mother's name who died, and I'd like to have that there. So this will be like a half sleeve when it's done. The thing is I can only ever get my tattoos done in like November, December, because the rest of the year I'm in the pool so much. So it's like basically it always takes me a year in between getting my tattoos, because you have to keep your tattoos out of the water from being submerged for like 2 to 3 weeks, and I never go that long without swimming. I just had this surgery and I have stitches, so I can't swim right now. I should have planned another tattoo because I haven't been swimming in about 2 months, and it would have been a perfect time, but I did get her at the end of December, and she is still healing, so that's good. But I don't know. What tattoos do you have? What other tattoos do you think I should get? I think I still want some mermaid scales down the side of my leg or something. Like, I don't know. If I have any children, I want to get my children's name tattooed. We'll just see what happens. What do you think? Is it all right for professional mermaids to have tattoos? Like, I've literally never had a problem. Tons of my girls are like mega tattooed. I think it can get to be a bit much if somebody has a really, really alternative look. You know, big earrings and piercings, colored hair, and tons of tattoos. And it's not that I see anything wrong with that. It's just that sometimes that look, and I'm speaking as someone who used to have that look in high school. I had the big purple hair that like spikes. I had big spikes everywhere. It's kind of an aggressive, intimidating look, right? And if you're doing kids parties, you maybe don't want to look intimidating, but it all just kind of depends on the scenario, right? Like, I'm really torn on it because I feel like people should be able to do those things without being judged, but we do know that people are judged. But in terms of just tattoos and nothing else, I've never had an issue, and tons of of my team. Mermaid Nessie is covered in tattoos. I used to have Mermaid Nada work for me years ago, and she had big tattoos. Never been an issue. We just tell kids that the pirates gave us the tattoos, and tattoos are becoming so commonplace now that kids see them all the time. Like, it's really not a big deal. So I don't know. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for checking it out and for checking out my awesome tattoos. I can't turn this one for you to see it. Please like and subscribe, click that bell, and check me out on patreon.com/RainaMermaid, and happy Mermaid Monday. Best wishes.